Chapter number 5, e-security. And here we need to discuss regarding the information technology that using IT is quite a fun, but as we are using it comes with a dangers as well. Like for example, if I'm using computers for my personal information, for my personal details as well, so there are certain problems as well, and I need to protect myself. I need to prevent myself. Like spending time online is one of the way that how I spend most of my time. But similarly, I should also be keeping my important information secure. Like for example, the first thing that comes here is your personal data. Whenever you are working online, that means that your personal identification should be kept secure. And your personal identification mostly includes your name, your address, your telephone number, your email address, your bank details, medical records, salaries, and opinions. So you should be pretty caution while using your internet that all of these personal details of yours should not be revealed to anyone. And just in case that if they are being revealed to anyone, that means that you are definitely exposing yourself to danger, because again they can use this information for the theft, frauds, bullying, and blackmails as well. So these types are some of the common dangers that can arise by revealing more personal thoughts and more personal feelings. As I discussed with you in the last class, that when I share something with someone, that means that I gave them the right, I gave them the opportunity to hit me with my important information. So we should also be take care of that, that we should not reveal our personal information, opinions, and thoughts with everyone. There can be several guidelines as well that how you can be aware to keep your personal information safe. And first of all, it says that we should must be having a strong password so that we can secure our account. Our strong password should always include characters, numbers, and symbols, and they should be strong enough. Like they should be including capital letters, small letters, punctuation marks as well. Second is that we can also send and receive data with the help of encryption. Encryption means that that data cannot be decrypted with a key. That data is secured. We should also be having a firewall as well. A firewall, what it do is that it scans incoming and outgoing traffic into your computer system, and it do not allow bad data to enter into your computer system as well. The fourth one is that we should also be checking our computer with regular virus scanning options by using antivirus as well. We should also make use of any biometric device as well, like it is used for the biological identification. It is mostly used in our computer so that only the authorized person should open that. Some certain examples for firewall is that what do a firewall do is that it monitors a traffic that is entering and outgoing into your computer system, and it only allows authorized person to access your computer system. When it comes to an antivirus, you know it well that antivirus is used to identify viruses on the computer and remove it as well. Whereas when it's biometrics, biometrics are used as a personal identification. Some important concepts that you should be looking forward is that you should always not be opening email attachments from sender you do not recognize. You should always be checking that if your URL is HTTPS secured, authorized. You should not send your pictures or opinions to someone. You should not post your photos with geotagging. Geotagging means along with the location. You should not become friends with anyone else on the social networking site. You should not set all privacy controls so that the person that who do not know you might get your information. You should report and block any suspicious user. We have quite discussed this in our last class as well, that what is geotagging and VPN, virtual private network. Geotagging means that it's an example of an electronic tag that assign the geographic location, and virtual private network is a connection that can be used to send and receive data securely over internet. Now, I have also discussed fishing in the last class as well. That fishing, I have one fishing that means that I'm catching a fish, but this fishing, PHISISHING, this fishing is concerned that when I send a original looking email to someone and he thinks that, oh, this is an authorized email, and that's an email from a bank or an authorized source, and that email sends you to a website from where it collects the personal data of yours, and later on Your data could be used for theft. Your data could be used for frauds, for blackmailing as well. So you should be preventing yourself from phishing as well. Like right here, this example I explained to you in the last class that this is not an original email from a PayPal, but it is looking like it is an PayPal because this is an example of a phishing. How can I recognize that I should not be opening emails that are not from senders or trusted source? I should not be opening up emails that are not recognized. I should not be giving the details to those companies that request them. And originally, emails comes along with their at the rate the email service itself. It is not like at their gmail.com at their outlook.com. The next thing we need to discuss is phishing. Now, these are basically some of the examples of phishing. The basic concept of phishing is that you are redirected to a website, and that website and it takes your important information. Now, some of the categories of phishing are smishing and wishing. Smishing, Smishing. Smishing means that now in phishing you are having an email, but in smishing now you are having a text message, you are having an SMS to trick you to enter your personal information. The user is sent an SMS text message that contains a link to a website. And when you go into that website, they behave as they are an original source of that. So the user is tricked into believing that this is an original website. So as he enters the detail, he becomes uh, target of these criminals. Wishing is right here. Wishing is an example of a voice phishing. That means that if someone has sent you a voice message over the WhatsApp, over the messenger, or you have received a call and they are asking your personal information, they are trying to be an authorized company. However, they are not. So you should never tell your passwords, your important details to someone who is asking them. Wishing is voice phishing. It has the same aim as phishing and it is used to store the personal details. The user might receive a telephone call and that could either be a real person, but that is not from an authorized person. An automated voice could speak to the user and ask them regarding their bank accounts, regarding their passwords, regarding their PIN. So you should be protected from this as well. You should never attend call from user's number. You should never tell your details to anyone. The next one is farming, and farming is when now the difference between fishing and farming is that fishing is mostly done with the source. Like, for example, if it is an email, if it is a text message, or if it is an SMS, or if it is a voice message. But when it comes to farming, a farming is when an unauthorized user installs a malicious code on a person's hard drive. That means someone has intended to do that. Someone has installed that malicious code on a person's hard drive or server. Now that malicious code is designed to redirect you to a fake website when they type in the address of the original one. Now that fake website is designed to look like the original one, and again the user is tricked into entering their personal information. Phishing is the difference between farming and phishing is that in farming, an unauthorized user installs the malicious code. A real life example of farming is that this is right here. You can give a reading to that in 2017, 50 different companies all over the world were subjected to farming attacks. मेरे wallet से the users who had been infected visit the website of different companies. They were redirected to a original looking website, and that's how their personal information was stolen. We can prevent ourselves from farming and fishing by having a firewall that only allow certain data to be transmitted into your computer system. We should must be having an antivirus that checks for viruses, malicious codes on regular basis. We should be also be aware when using a public Wi-Fi as well that a hacker might could look into your computer directly and install malicious codes as well. So do you have any queries till here?
Oh no, sir, it's clear.
Acha, I need to pause the class because of some electrical faults at my home. So